Buffalo Police Commissioner Joe Gramaglia was one of 8 police chiefs and commissioners who met with President Joe Biden yesterday in our nation's capital.
He joins us now to talk more about this special opportunity. Commissioner, thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell us, how did this meeting come about? What was the focus?
The focus was on violent crime, gun violence, the reductions that are being seen in certain cities. The White House had reached out to the Major City Chiefs Association, which Buffalo is a member of, and had invited various chiefs, so they facilitated that invitation, and Buffalo was one of 8 cities that attended. There were a couple of other cities that were invited, and unfortunately just wasn't able to work out with everyone to be there, but there were 8 of us in attendance yesterday, and it was a tremendous honor for me to be able to go there and talk about the great work that the women and men of the Buffalo Police Department do every day.
I'm curious what your position was from Buffalo to say, hey, these are the things we're doing well, these are the things we might need help on. Was this a both kind of pitch and catch for you? Were you saying, this is what we're doing well, but gosh, Mr. President, we could use some federal help?
A little bit of both. So, you know, they're very aware of what the statistics are. They see the data. They see, you know, the significant decreases in gun violence that we've had here in Buffalo. And, you know, we compare year after year, but I think what's really important to compare is when you go back to 2019, that was really like our banner year for record low. We kind of had a historic low that year for shooting victims. And we came in about, I think it was 11 or 13% fewer shooting victims and 20% less homicides last year than we did in 2019. So the president wanted to hear about the strategies that we're using here, what's happening, what's working, and really to congratulate each of the cities on what we're doing. But, you know, again, what can we do? You know, what kind of resources? And at the end of the day, it always comes down to money, money for manpower, money for technology.
So, of course, you spoke on Buffalo's behalf. Is there anything you took away from the other police chiefs or commissioners?
You know, we quite frequently, we listen to what each other has to say. So, you know, we meet several times a year, and then in a large capacity, there's 70 major city chiefs that are part of the association and 9 in Canada. We have 2 main conferences and then 1 smaller conference, and then there's always other things that we're touching base on, and we're always talking to one another. So we're stealing each other's tactics. We're sharing what we're doing. We're kind of seeing what works for us, and it's good to hear what some of these other locations are doing as well. So we're constantly bouncing things off of each other.
Do you think that there is when you make your pitch to say this is what we did, what was the reaction that you got from some of the other chiefs? Because clearly, if you're seeing percentages, double-digit percentage decreases, 20% or 13 or 14%, that is significant. Other chiefs have to be looking at that saying, how do we get some of that?
Yeah, you know, when you look at 23 compared to 2022, we are 58% lower in shooting homicides than we were in 2022. We were 44% less in homicides overall and a 32% reduction in our shootings. And, you know, some of the other locations had some very good, you know, statistics to show as well. You know, like I said, we bounce a lot of things off of one another, and we take little bits and pieces of what everybody's doing. So it was a good day to be there and to be able to be with everybody else.
Do you attribute your success more to what you have done since 2019, or do you see it as a proactive measure? In other words, do you focus on the criminals, the people who are committing the crimes, or do you focus on getting guns off the streets or getting drugs off the streets? In other words, how you address the problem. That's a unique thing.
Yeah, so our model is really significantly based on prevention. We are here to do our best to be in the right place at the right time to prevent violent crime from occurring. We're using the data that's given to us by the Erie Crime Analysis Center. We're using a grid system. We divided our city up into 500-foot by 500-foot grids. That gives us over 4,700 usable grids. We're putting 90 days worth of data, of shooting data, gun crime data in these grids, and that tells us where the hotspots are. So, you know, hotspot policing is nothing new. This goes back to the 90s, but it's what you do in those hotspots that makes a difference. And, you know, the old mentality is go in and make a lot of arrests. That caused a lot of broken trust within the community. So we're really deploying a lot of community engagement efforts. So we get our officers in those hotspots. We put the flashers on. We want them out of the car. We want them talking to the 99% of the very good people that are living amongst that one person, that one house, that 1% that's causing the damage, and building those relationships. But we are also very focused on the specific people carrying the guns, pulling the trigger, and we are very strategic about our deployment in the enforcement and going after those individuals. So it's really a two-prong approach, being present, visible, and engaged. That's the key to our plan, and the officers are doing it very well.
So, Commissioner, you say, it all comes down to needing more resources, right? What would you like to see from the federal government, whether it's, something for the officers, technology, things of that nature?
It's you can't beat good old-fashioned policing, and having a cop on the beat, having somebody out there, and having our detectives out there, knocking on doors and finding witnesses and getting, different leads for crimes. But technology, it's so important. We're talking license plate readers, we're talking cameras, and some of the other technologies that are out there. It is just so important, and that's how our cases are built, because it's a technological world, and that really makes our cases, it makes our detectives' jobs that much easier. The more we drive these numbers down, the more time our detectives have to devote to those cases that we weren't able to, unfortunately, prevent. But I talk a lot of data, but we're talking about real lives here. We're talking about less people being affected by gun violence.
It is always a good thing when someone from Buffalo gets time with the president, or really anybody on Capitol Hill, but Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Gramaglia did just that yesterday. We appreciate you taking some time and sharing that with us.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, let's send it back over to Todd now for another check of the forecast.